from his family.
And did a coach go too far in a youth football game? Why he could be facing charges tonight. Plus a bittersweet goodbye for our Channel 12 family as Alan Crone bids farewell to Texoma. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
We begin tonight with an Ada family that was traveling to see their Marine son in the hospital, injured early yesterday morning in Iraq.
Erin McLemore has our top story.
Early yesterday morning in the Ardmore province, an explosive device struck a vehicle carrying 2 U.S. Marines, killing one and seriously injuring a 2001 graduate of Ada High School. Lance Corporal Cody Hill has been in Iraq since March with a company out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and was expecting to come home in 4 to 6 weeks. Officials say the 23-year-old was hit by a shrapnel and suffered burns on 50% of his body. Hill also attended East Central University in Ada, but we met him 6 years ago while suiting up as number 15 for Ada High School. This was his junior year. He also competed in team roping on the East Central rodeo team. His family is confident their son will pull through.
We're just praying that he's going to recuperate and all of his wounds heal, and I know he's in good hands with the doctors and surgeons that he's with, and we just all praying for him.
This morning, Hill's family was preparing to fly to a hospital in Germany, but doctors were able to stabilize their son. Tonight, he is being flown to a Brooke Army Medical Center at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, where his family will be waiting. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Erin. Hill was good friends with his fellow Marine killed, 29-year-old Lance Corporal Jared Shoemaker. He was from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And President Bush talking the war on terror today.
Bin Laden and his terrorist allies have made their intentions as clear as Lenin and Hitler before them. The question is, will we listen? Will we pay attention to what these evil men say?
9 weeks before the midterm elections and just days away from the September 11th anniversary, President Bush is trying to assure America, the U.S., not the terrorists, are winning the war on terror. But the president warns there is still work to be done. Meanwhile, back from a month-long vacation, Congress took up where they left off, tackling bills to pay for the war in Iraq and the war on terror.
A parent crying unfair punishment held a peaceful protest at Denison High School today. Mel Carruth walked in front of Denison ISD for 5 hours this morning and afternoon. His message is that the punishments for hazing last month are more lenient than the one his son received for bringing an air gun to school last year. In that case, his son was suspended for 1 year, but the students involved in hazing received 30 days in the alternative school. Denison refused to respond to his protest today, but did tell us all of the punishments are handed down after thorough investigations and according to their code of conduct.
We have appealed it as far as we can take it without going to the state level.
You can also read more about this story on our website, KXII.com. Denison has placed students in alternative school for an extended amount of time, but they do give them periodic reviews.
The Bryan County Jail is adding one more administrator to the mix, hoping he will help turn things around. This afternoon, the Jail Trust Authority voted to hire T.R. Nelson Jr. as the interim co-administrator. He'll assist interim administrator Royce Bundren. Nelson spent 27 years with the Department of Corrections as a captain at the McAlford Correctional Facility in Stringtown.
Hopefully we can make it run more efficiently and a little smoother and stay, like I said, stay off the TV and the newspapers.
Nelson begins his new position on Monday. The Trust Authority says he'll hold that position until the jail is where it needs to be.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, 6 people dead after a fiery 3-car accident. According to police, a car carrying 3 people crossed the center median and hit another vehicle head-on. 3 more people inside that one. Another car ran into all the wreckage. All 3 of those vehicles caught fire. The driver of that 3rd car was pulled from the wreckage by passerbys and sustained only minor injuries. 6 people in the other 2 vehicles did not make it out.
A dump truck crashed into the side of a building outside Austin, Texas today. The driver lost control and ran into the building in Westlake. That building full of people. Amazingly, the driver is the only person who was injured. Part of the building had to be shored up so crews could remove the wrecked truck.
We're waiting to have a structural engineer tell us how dangerous this is. Right now, our biggest danger is those bricks falling on someone and injuring them. So we're keeping the scene clear in all the fall zone, and we're waiting for...
Investigators say the wet weather probably played a role in that wreck.
An out-of-control coach at a youth football game in California. Take a look. This home video shows 36-year-old Corey Patero hitting a young player in Stockton, California. Witnesses say Patero rushed the field after his son was on the receiving end of a late hit. A brawl ensued with parents and children from both teams fighting on the field. No major injuries. Patero, though, now charged with child abuse.
Ardmore police looking to the future and hoping to have enough officers to patrol the streets. That story just ahead.
And Tebow is ready to go for the season opener. We'll check in with the Cowboys later in sports. Plus Alan Crone's final weather forecast at KXII, plus an emotional goodbye. That's coming up on First News at 10.
You are watching First News at 10 with Matt Brown, Shannon Wolfson, David Reed with sports, and Alan Crone with First Weather.
Ready to fall in love? You'll fall in love with the grill next door. Cotton Patch Cafe. Love tender seasoned steaks and tantalizing seafood? We're grilling to perfection. Love fresh veggies and gourmet entree salads? Cotton Patch is serving them up fresh. Traditional favorites, Texas-sized burgers. So come on. You'll fall in love with the grill next door. It's Cotton Patch Cafe.
We'd like to pause live TV. Can we get a DVR?
At Cable One, we always listen to you.
We need the extra speed online, not the extra expense.
And try to help in every way possible.
I'd love to get cable on more than one TV without paying extra.
With Cable One, you can. Now get any news service, cable, digital, or internet for just $29.95 a month. Talk to us. We'll listen.
Watch us make you smile.
If you haven't been to Rhines & Rose Furniture lately, then now's a great time to get reacquainted, because we're loaded with special truckload purchases in nearly every department. Bedrooms, dining rooms, breakfast nooks, and everything is on sale at 30 to 50% off with no money down, 0 interest, and no payments for up to 12 months, plus free delivery in most cases. For 32 years, our motto has been that we don't match prices, we beat them. And we do it every day here at Rhines & Rose Furniture in Ada and Durant.
Texas has its share of smooth operators. The smoothest of all is the Ford Super Duty. Its innovative tow command system, featuring the only integrated controller, synchronizes the truck and the trailer brakes for a smooth, seamless response. The competition, not so smooth. Ford is driving American innovation, and as the best-selling brand in the Lone Star State, Texas is driving Ford. During clearance, get savings of more than $3,500, plus 5-year or 60,000-mile powertrain coverage.
Weather forecasts 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, right on your web-enabled cell phone. It's KXII to go, wherever you go.
Meteorologist Alan Crone.
No, not yet. We are still talking about the Ardmore Police Department, though, planning for the future as officials try to keep up with the growing population. Here's Paige Tebow.
Go ahead. 3rd and South Commerce.
It's business as usual at the Ardmore Police Department. The crime rate is down, morale is high, but you can never have too much of a good thing.
44 is negative.
In any organization, you have to have an understanding of where you're at and some idea of how you get to the future.
Ardmore's going through some changes and some growth changes, and to do that, we need to change with it too.
That's why the City Council is launching a strategic planning program aimed at gauging the department's strengths and weaknesses.
It's designed to make a safer community, but it's also designed to ensure that the resources are allocated to the police department at a level sufficient for them to really do their jobs. When you don't have that, obviously it leads to morale issues, it leads to service levels that really aren't where they should be, slower response time.
Employees at all levels will meet to determine their goals and concerns. Then the City Council will bring in a consultant to gain an outsider's perspective.
I'm excited to know that this will go to the commissioners and
that they can hear the police officers' concerns and they can hear, concerns of the public, because sometimes I don't feel like that they hear our side of it.
The force is down in numbers. Officers like Bryce are hard to recruit and retain. But one of the Commission's top priorities this year is to make the department more visible in the neighborhoods. To do that, you need manpower.
3065 headquarters. Right now it seems like we're a lot of reactive versus proactive, and therefore we have to change some of that.
That's one of the topics they'll address in the strategic planning process. It may take 8 months to see results, but leaders are determined to take their findings and build on them, making the department more efficient and Ardmore a safer place to live.
I see it as with the changes we see and the changes coming up in the future, let's start planning now to be better for tomorrow.
Okay, just be sure and wear your seatbelt.
In Ardmore, Paige, Tebow, First News.
This is the first time the city has conducted a study of this magnitude within the police department. A couple of years ago, they went through the same process with the Public Works Division.
And the Ardmore PD will also be getting some new wheels. Because of the wear and tear on their current patrol cars, the police chief is asking for some new ones. Tonight, the city council approved a lease agreement for 6 new Dodge Chargers. Each runs about $18,000 to $20,000. 3 will go to the patrol division, the other 3 to the detective division.
Well, Alan Crone's last forecast night on Channel 12, and you picked a really nice day to go out on.
Boy, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful weather right now. Clear skies. Temperatures are already dropping down into the 60s. And it looks good for the next couple of days. I think we're going to have a good week. As we head into the weekend, though, things might change. But we can always use some rain, right? More on that coming up.
I really like these Sonic smoothies. They got calcium, they got vitamins. I feel like every time I drink one in the morning, it's like a daily affirmation.
You don't need that from a smoothie. I offer you a lot of encouragement. Remember when you wanted to date Sandy and I was like, no, she's out of your league, buddy. But I encourage you to date women who are less attractive and interesting. Because that's what you are, man. You're that.
Real fruit smoothies. Drive in for Sonic's new peach smoothie, a delicious combination of real peaches and creamy yogurt. And now swipe your credit or My Sonic card from your car, only at Sonic.
All right, guys, we got to come up with a new commercial. Yeah, but we don't have a clue what Chevrolet or GM are going to do with incentives. Okay, we got to do something because we need something new on the air.
How about we don't know what incentives GM's going to put on, but whatever it is, we'll have it.
That'll work. And we can say, you better come in soon because it ends soon. That's it. We don't know what incentives GM is going to put on, but whatever it is, we'll have it sale. That's Team Bonner Chevrolet Cadillac in Denison, Texas.
Dear Dr. Bueller, I just wanted to let you know what a difference the M-Tech mini dental implants have made in my life. My dentures are no longer slipping, and my grandson said, I don't talk funny anymore. The denture stabilization has given me back the confidence to go out and enjoy the fun things in life again. Because of the MDI implants, I was able to enjoy a carefree day with my grandson. Contact Dr. Ron Bueller at the Dental Implant Center at 580-226-0410 today.
He's on the ball.
Wow! Oh my God, what a show!
He's got the moves.
Do that thing again, will you?
He scores big with the Stars.
You think that's gonna feel this, Dave? Feel it.
I'd like to see a man here. He just won coffee.
We're having a real conversation. I didn't expect that.
Well, not like when we have that bonehead Dr. Phil on.
The Late Show with David Letterman.
Bonehead Dr. Phil. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be watching.
On your flip board.
That is solid entertainment.
Adventix, home health with heart. Serving Grayson, Collin, Cook, Fannin, Dallas, and Denton counties.
Now, first weather with meteorologist Alan Crone.
Of course, yesterday the beneficial rain, and today the byproduct, the great weather back behind the departing system. Temperatures now 67 on McAllister, 65 already Sulphur, Davis 70, Hugo 71 in Denton, 68 in Bottom. On the Glen Polk Autoplex Tower Camp Sherman right now 70, the barometer rising. In Ardmore the temperature also at 70, humidity at 60%. In Paris right now at 73, barometer rising 30, 11 north wind at 5 miles per hour. Last 12 hours of the satellite and radar composite. Here we go. You can see the system departing here. Showers and thunderstorms have kind of struggled today across South Texas. And the temperature 73 in the Tulsa area, 73 Oklahoma City. Of course, on my last night, the computer's kind of acting up. That's the way it's going to go, right? 82 in Ada today for the high, 85 in Antlers, 81 in Medill, 82 in Durant, 84 in Denton, 85 in McKinney, and at the Grayson County Airport today, 83. had a morning low of 67. That's a keeper. The normal high about 92. Record of 104 back in 1951, and we are done with those 100-degree temperatures. Upper level system here spinning around. We still have the northwest to southeast flow. Another surge of cool Canadian air. Most of that's going to stay to the north and east. Florence is out in the Atlantic. Florence will probably approach part of the east coast, at least maybe the Carolinas here around the day 4, day 5 here in the middle of next week or so, or the end of this week, but it might actually curve up and stay into the Atlantic. Temperatures now 62 in Cleveland, 60 in Indianapolis, 74 in the Billings area, and again, we're going to have pretty good weather here for the next couple of days. Overnight into the 50s, 58 in Ada, 61 Kingston and Medill. Clear skies. We'll have generally a light wind, 55 in McAllister, 59 in Hugo. Looks like about 60 or so Paris highs tomorrow. A couple of degrees warmer than today, but all in all, again, below the seasonal average. Sunshine in Denton at 88, 86 degrees in Atoka, Durant at 85, the Ardmore vicinity 88, and Tishomingo in Johnston County at 86. So mostly clear. Sherman and Denison at 58. High tomorrow of 85, sunshine. It's going to be a wonderful day. Thursday, more of the same. Morning lows in the 50s, the upper 50s. Friday night, northwestern Oklahoma might see some thunderstorms. It'll probably stay away from our area, but there's a slight chance we might see a thunderstorm Friday night. Saturday and Sunday, that's a better opportunity, and an even better chance would be occurring, it looks like, probably Sunday night into Monday morning as the next frontal passage gets closer to us, about a 40% opportunity of rain. And look for a high on Monday of about 80. If we have more rain, well, then the high will be into the mid-70s, which nobody's going to complain if that happens.
Yeah. And we've reached the end.
We have reached the end. It's hard to believe, but we're here after 10 years.
And we'll wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll have a few more things here to say, and I suppose in just a minute or two. But
yeah. Well, and that's right. We want to take a look back on Alan's time here and look at where he's going next. Go ahead.
County, 67 Falls Valley.
Alan Crone got his start in weather exactly 10 years ago, right here on Channel 12. Just filling in at the time, Alan ended up as chief meteorologist.
I was also working another job here at Channel 12. I was in the promotions and marketing department. So I would do weather in the mornings for the noon show, then I would do promotions during the afternoon and marketing. I would go home and get about 4 hours of sleep and turn it back around. So Tom at the beginning was doing 5, 6, and 10, but he, of course, has always loved the morning spot, and so it wasn't too long before he flipped back around the mornings and I went on 5, 6, and 10 years ago.
Stop. Working nights and during severe storms throughout the night and morning can take their toll. With a wife and 2 young children to consider, Alan decided to make a move to a different shift and a different city, the CBS affiliate in Tulsa.
I was averaging probably about an hour, maybe 90 minutes a day, seeing Callie. And Cade, our 4-year-old, is just right behind her. So we began to think about this process of trying to maybe find something that would allow us a little more family time together.
A move that's great for his family, but still tough for Alan. After a dozen years at KXII and 10 years as your forecaster, he has to leave another family of viewers and co-workers behind.
I tried to list everybody that I've worked with over the last 10 years, and it's almost impossible to do that. But there's so many great memories, so many wonderful, funny stories, so many sad things that have happened, but it's all part of the fabric that holds our lives together, and it's been a pretty strong fabric.
And you'll hear much more in the coming days about the man Alan chose to replace him, Steve Lenore, a 22-year veteran of forecasting who starts on September 19th.
You know, I really like Steve, and I think that everybody who comes in contact with Steve is going to feel the same way. Well, guys, the last 10 years on the air has been wonderful, and I can't thank you enough for inviting me and all of my colleagues, our colleagues, into your home night after night. You know, it takes somebody special to hire a 16-year-old to work on the air at a radio station many years ago. John Carter, John Gardner, Lee Anderson gave me that start. Lee Anderson still works at that radio station at McAllister at KXII-TV. It was there I met Joel Scarborough. We crossed paths here in 1994 at Channel 12. He was the operations director. I was looking for a job. A huge debt of gratitude to Joel for giving me a start in television. And for some reason, Rich Adams, the former general manager here, hired me to do the weather 10 years ago. And despite my shortcomings, you have watched. And I thought about thanking everyone that I've worked here with personally on the air tonight, but if I read their names, it would be impossible. We just don't have time. So I'll thank Dell Jones, Randy Aarons, Chris Coons, Eric Price, Craig O'Porter, of course, Tom Miller, and recently the wonderfully talented Megan Krennig. Thanks to Dee Reed, David Reed, upstairs in the sports office. We've had some great times. It's been joyful to work with so many great anchor teams like Craig Day and Elise Morgan, Kristen Priesall, Matt Scales, Matt Lawson, Ellen Sacco, you may remember Stacy Gasworth, and others behind the scenes, such as Richard Flaker, the great Joe Barker, Brian Norman, and of course Trey Reynolds. Recently, of course, my cohorts here, Matt, Lasan, Shannon, DZ, Deanna Zelga, I'm going to miss you guys very much. I'd like to thank my wife, Tracy, my children for putting up with my crazy schedule. Storms don't wait. They rarely keep daytime appointments. My family can attest to that fact. So here we are. Thank you for inviting me into your homes for the last 10 years, and thank you for making me feel so good about our time together. Thanks for allowing me to ramble about upper-level divergence when you just want to know if it's going to rain. Thanks for putting up with my on-air growing pains. I'll be in Tulsa soon with the good folks at KXII-TV, the news on 6. My family's already there. They're plugged into school. They're trying to find a church, trying to find new friends. Life is truly a great adventure, and we're ready for the next chapter. So thank you for allowing me this road to travel. God bless you all. God bless all of you guys. I'm going to miss you guys greatly, and I can't believe I just got through that without crying like a baby.
You did great.
You did. You did a good job.
Thank you, guys.
Alan Crone, thank you so much. We're going to miss you very much.
I'm going to miss you guys.
All right. With that, we'll be right back.
The place to shop for furniture, Marquis Furniture, Shawnee, Enid, Stillwater, Ardmore, and our Hoffman store and more. We're jam-packed. Our warehouse is full. We've got some great buys in every department. We've marked down thousands of items to move them and move them out fast. The best price in Oklahoma, you expect it, and you always get it at Marquis Furniture. And an added bonus, 12 months to pay for it without any interest. The place to shop, Marquis Furniture on Main in Ardmore. Come see us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Roger Jones.
And I'm Dr. Thomas Cole.
Welcome to Premier Dentures.
With 50 years of combined experience, the doctors and staff at Premier Dentures offer fast, professional service. In most cases, extractions and quality dentures can be done in one day. We can offer this high level of service at Premier Dentures because of our in-house laboratory. At Premier Dentures, we are also equipped to do x-rays, sedation, partials, relines, repairs, splints, custom athletic mouth guards, and night guards. We serve people with no insurance and limited resources with reasonable fees. Credit card orders are accepted and will assist you in filing your insurance. Premier Dentures is a product of high technology and state-of-the-art advanced dental science. Come see us 3 blocks south of Highway 82 in Gainesville or call for an appointment at 940-612-0011 or 940-612-0022.
KXII and Cable One bring you First Alert, an application designed to inform you when severe weather approaches and important news breaks. To download, go to KXII.com, and you are only a few clicks away from having access to the news and weather that matters to you right on your PC desktop. First Alert from Cable One and KXII, Channel 12.
Now, Cable One is taking down all barriers to give you the high-speed internet service you want.
You don't have to be disconnected, because no matter where you are, you can get the latest local and national sports scores, local news, and your local weathercast from KXII. And we don't mean from your computer, but on your cell phone. It's KXII to go with the number 2. Just go to KXII.com and click on the KXII to go link. Follow the instructions, and in no time, you'll be on the cutting edge with news and information whenever you want it. KXII to go, wherever you go.
Now, First Sports with David Reed.
The Texas Longhorns are coming off a big win against North Texas, but this weekend it gets tougher, a lot tougher, as the Horns welcome Ohio State to Austin. The Horns are now ranked number 2 in the nation according to the AP poll. Ohio State is number 1, so the Horns will definitely have their hands full on what may be the best regular season matchup of the college season.
But it's so unique for young people and a coaching staff to have an opportunity to play 2 number 1 teams in 3 games. I don't know that it's ever happened, and it is cool.
The Oklahoma Sooners are in for quite a challenge this weekend as well, as they welcome the Washington Huskies to town. It's their first of back-to-back games against Pac-10 teams. They'll go to Oregon next week, but right now, Bob Stoops and company have their hands full with the Huskies.
They've been national champions in '91, a prideful, strong program with a strong tradition, and realize in Tyrone Willingham's second year a team that's reviving that. So we recognize it as another big challenge and need to have ourselves ready to play a really good game here at home this Saturday.
The Dallas Cowboys open the regular season on Sunday in Jacksonville. Terrell Owens is expected to be there and be in the lineup. The Jaguars were a playoff team last year, so the Cowboys will have quite a challenge to start the season.
You know, game week is always exciting. Obviously, the season opener, you know, we're going on the road, so we know what we have to do to get a win, especially traveling to their place. So it'll be a good start for us.
Rangers taking on the A's tonight. Texas up 1-0 when Mark DeRosa does this. A 3-run shot to left. The Rangers lead this one right now. It's 4-0 as they play into the 5th. High school volleyball tonight. Sherman loses the district opener to Ryder in 3 games. Denison drops their district opener to state-ranked Geyer in 5. And the Friday night blitz is just 3 days away, but you can check out our Friday night photos on the web. Several fans have already submitted theirs. You can too after your Friday night football game on KXII.com. Week 2 of the high school season coming up Friday.
I'm forward to it.
Yep.
Thanks, David.
A new kind of park in the works in Ardmore, and the plan's got a big boost from the City Council tonight. That's coming up next.
Green Market Natural Foods and Vitamins, Sherman's only natural food store, has something for everyone. At Green Market, you'll find a full variety of natural foods, including organic produce and dairy products, bulk items, gluten-free foods, along with a large selection of natural vitamins and supplements, pet foods, body care products, and much more. No time for lunch? Visit our frozen yogurt and smoothie bar for a delicious, healthy alternative. That's Green Market Natural Foods and Vitamins, located at the northeast corner of Texoma Parkway and Grand Avenue in Sherman.
You don't have to be disconnected, because no matter where you are, you can get the latest local and national sports scores, local news, and your local weathercast from KXII. And we don't mean from your computer, but on your cell phone. It's KXII to go with the number 2. Just go to KXII.com and click on the KXII to go link. Follow the instructions, and in no time you'll be on the cutting edge with news and information whenever you want it. KXII to go, wherever you go.
Our hometown.
Looks like you're about ready to go.
Yeah, I guess that's about it. I sure am gonna miss this place.
Well, here's one more thing I want you to take with you.
Farm Bureau membership.
Son, Farm Bureau Insurance has been protecting our family for years. Isn't that right, Sam?
That's right. Now we'll be looking out for you too.
Helping you is what we do best. Grayson County Farm Bureau.
At Subway restaurants, we seek inspiration for our delicious sandwiches. Today's randomly selected group is a ranch hand, a Cajun, and a chicken. Let's see what they came up with. Presenting Subway Restaurants' new Cajun Chicken Ranch. We kick it up with tender chicken breast strips and Cajun spices. Cool it down with creamy ranch dressing. All on freshly baked bread, hot and fresh from the oven. What will they think of next?
Channel 12 is the best. Happy anniversary from Midway Mall.
Happy anniversary, KXII. You're number 1. Always watching you.
You're watching Texoma's top-rated news source. KXII's First News at 10.
A new skate park is just around the corner for the city of Ardmore. Tonight, the city council unanimously approved an $18,500 contract with an architect in Columbus, Ohio. That person will draw up the final plans for the new park. The contractor came down and met with kids and parents in the area recently to get an idea about what they're looking for. It will take that architect a couple of months to finalize those plans.
An Ardmore family one step closer to breaking ground on the home of their dreams. We took a tour of this house in May. Built in 1945, it was on its last leg, and today the walls came down for good to make room for a brand new 2-bedroom home, complete with central heat and air. The city applied for a state grant to make this all possible. 5 other Ardmore families are getting new homes through the program as well.
A new addition addition to your family is always an exciting time, especially when it's a pet. But when it comes to buying or adopting your first family pet, do you even know where to begin? Here's Abby Dunn.
Picking a four-legged addition to your family is more than picking what's cute and cuddly. It's about picking what's right for your family's lifestyle.
You want to look for signs of aggression. I think another thing you need to decide, is it going to be an indoor dog or an outdoor dog? You know, do you want a dog with lots of hair, little hair? And the same with a cat. You know, there's long-haired cat and short-haired cats. And
there are a couple of things you need to look at before you head to the pet store or animal shelter. How much time do you have each day to devote to your new animal? Having a pet is a big commitment, and you need to make sure you have enough time to bond and play with your pet so they don't feel neglected, and also develop good social skills. Consider whether or not you can afford a pet. Buying or adopting the pet is not the big expense, it's what follows that can empty your pockets. Annual wellness alone can cost a pretty penny. Think about how much money you'll spend to feed your dog or cat every day, plus getting veterinary checkups and shots. You also have to consider toys, collars, and other items you might not even think about.
you know, there's good dogs in every breed and there's bad dogs in every breed, so you kind of got to look at that individual pet.
Remember, adopting or buying a pet is like bringing home a new baby. They deserve love and attention and should always be considered a member of the family. For Safe Family, I'm Abby Dunn.
And by the way, we know that collars is misspelled, so we'll be right back. Wrap up.
Back in the days of relocation, the Chickasaws had really done a pretty good job in Mississippi of becoming very successful. It was the success that the Chickasaws had established financially in Mississippi that enabled them to relocate without as much hardship. The early day pioneers in Oklahoma as well as across the country, and this includes the Chickasaws that came here from Mississippi, had to have an abundant supply of drive and determination. Things were just tough back then. You know, they really were physically tough. And to accomplish and build the things that those early day Chickasaw Oklahomans built is remarkable, and it's inspirational too. I am a firm disciple in the fact that drive and determination trump talent and good connections every time.
Why do you shop at iMart Express?
I came in for the low prices.
Definitely the prices.
I've shopped the sales at other stores, and they don't compare.
They got plenty to choose from, and the prices are good too.
And the free warranty. He's so hard on his glasses.
I didn't expect this kind of service.
And they always clean and adjust my glasses for free too.
2 complete pairs, designer frames, only $98.61. Sherman Town Center, near Super Target, between Payless Shoes and Petco.
I'll keep coming back.
Our local economy is made up by a variety of businesses, with a great number of them being small, locally owned businesses who greatly contribute to our economic strength. That's why Channel 12 has proudly developed the KXII Small Business Leaders Club. It's a way to identify those who we consider to be leaders in this area we call Texoma. Look for this special logo. It distinguishes those leaders who continue to help our economy grow and provide us with the best goods and services Texoma has to offer.
I was making room for my daughter's swing set. I was playing in the dirt. I was taking the ponies out for a ride.
When you hit that 250,000-mile mark, you'll remember exactly where you were in a Ford F-Series, because there are more F-Series on the road with 250,000 miles than any other brand. Now, get into a Ford F-Series with the best warranty and roadside assistance package of any full-line manufacturer.
Well, last time I'll say it, Alan, last look at weather.
All right, let's do it. Here's the forecast for you. Things look pretty good for the next couple of days. 80s, a little warmer than today, sunshine, some morning lows in the 50s. By Friday, there'll be another system approaching northwestern parts of Oklahoma. A few scattered showers, thunderstorms, primarily north and west of the area. This Saturday and Sunday, then into Monday, we'll have an opportunity for some rain and storms. I think the best time period that holds deal will probably be Sunday night into Monday. And at that point, the front will be right along the red river. It'll push down south. We'll have a chance of rain and storm. Tom's in tomorrow morning. Megan's in. Tom and Megan and Steve are going to take great care of you. It's been a great experience. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to miss you greatly. I'm going to miss you guys, Steve.
Well, thank you, Alan.
Thanks, guys.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to come back and visit.
Very exciting time for you.
It is.
Happy
It's
for
very
you.
exciting. Thank you very much.
We've had so many people email their thoughts in and their best wishes to Alan. One woman emailed tonight saying we should play Living on Tulsa Time. That's on. Yeah.
Maybe Alan could sing it.
Oh, no, we don't want to do that.
You're very musically inclined.
Well, we want people to keep watching, so.
You'll be back in the area talking to us. We'll see you occasionally.
We'll see.
You guys have a great night.
Thank you.
We're out of time. Have a great night.